Lily woke up in a panic. She was no longer in Alex's room, but in her own. She jumped out of bed and ran to the mirror, hoping that everything that had happened the day before had just been a strange dream. But as she looked at her reflection, she saw Alex staring back at her. She had no idea what had caused this body swap, but she knew she needed to find a way to switch back to her own body. She tried to call Alex, but his phone was turned off. She realized she had to face the day as Alex, but she had no idea what his daily routine was like. Lily rummaged through Alex's closet and picked out an outfit that she hoped would be suitable for school. She tried to make her hair look similar to Alex's and put on a bit of his cologne. She hoped that if she looked and smelled like Alex, no one would notice that anything was off. She arrived at school and tried to act like Alex. She spoke like him, walked like him, and even tried to mimic his facial expressions. But it wasn't long before she realized that it was much harder than she thought. She struggled to remember what Alex's friends' names were, and she found herself stumbling over her words. As the day went on, Lily began to notice that something was off with Alex's behavior. He seemed more distant than usual, and he was avoiding eye contact with her. She wondered if he had also switched bodies and was struggling to adjust, or if there was something else going on. During lunch, Lily sat with Alex's friends and tried to join in on their conversations. They were talking about a party that was happening that weekend, and they invited Alex to come. Lily knew that she had to say yes, even though she had no idea what kind of party it was or who would be there. As the day went on, Lily began to uncover more clues about what was happening. She overheard Alex's friends talking about a mysterious figure that they called the Switcher. They believed that this person had the power to switch people's bodies, but they didn't know who it was or why they were doing it. Lily was determined to find out more, but she knew she had to be careful. She didn't want anyone to suspect that she wasn't really Alex. She decided to confront Alex after school and see if he could provide any answers. As she walked to Alex's house, she noticed a figure following her. She turned around, but no one was there. She continued walking, but the feeling of being watched didn't go away. When she arrived at Alex's house, she realized that he wasn't there. She looked around his room for any clues and found a note that read, "Meet me at the park at midnight." Lily knew that this was her chance to get some answers. She waited until midnight and then headed to the park. As she walked through the park, she saw a figure standing in the distance. It was too dark to see who it was, but she had a feeling it was the Switcher. She approached the figure and asked who they were. The figure turned around, and Lily couldn't believe her eyes. It was Alex, but he wasn't in his own body. He had switched bodies with someone else. As Lily tried to wrap her head around this new information, she realized that this was just the beginning of a much bigger mystery. The Switcher was still out there, and they were causing chaos for everyone involved. Lily knew that she had to find a way to stop them before it was too late. As episode 2 comes to an end, tune in for episode 3 to find out what happens next in this exciting series. Subscribe to be notified when new episodes drop.